My name is Jason Loviglio. I'm Director of Media and Communication Studies at University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I was part of the first cohort to do the digital storytelling workshop with Joe Lambert and his Center for Digital Storytelling back in 2007, I believe. And it's really grown since then. We've developed a real community of practice at UMBC, sort of centered around the new media studio, Bill Shoebridge. And we've, every year, we've sort of broadened the circle to the point where we had a sort of a core of people who were not only veterans of the workshops that had been done by Joe Lambert, but we were now the teachers of the workshop, and that process has been a really it's been ambitious. It's been felt quixotic to some of us, but it's also been a really galvanizing kind of experience where we're realizing that we actually now can share these ideas with our colleagues, and that we can watch them implement them in their classes and come back to report to us. I felt like a real beneficiary of this community, and the curriculum, which is we're still developing, has really benefited tremendously from having this this group of people committed to testing where these kinds of skills can take us as teachers and as researchers. When we started the program, one of my main concerns was that students become better communicators, better writers, and one of the most important features of communication and of writing is editing. And the process that they go through, again, from the story circle to the storyboarding, to the gathering of images, to the digital editing of sound and images, really is complementary to the process of composition, which they do get practice in a traditional liberal arts college, but not nearly enough. And so students who bring so much visual literacy, so much digital literacy to the way they approach the world are actually learning some skills of composition, of organization of argument, of organization of ideas, things that are going to stand them in very good stead across the curriculum. So many of us in my generation are trained in very primitive technologies in terms of teaching and in terms of our own research and our own communication. It's no surprise, in fact, a great big cliche that the students we're teaching now are digital natives, and we're, not. And so that dynamic, which I think a lot of older faculty maybe find puts them on the defensive, actually winds up being a really nice dynamic in our classes, because we foreground that and we point to the ways that they are already can tap into a kind of fluency and a kind of ease with certain kinds of digital technologies that can make them partners in the learning process, and they can help us learn.